The New York Knicks are in the playoffs for the first time since 2013. Knicks Nation had to wait for 8 long years to see their team enter the playoffs. The last time the Knicks made it to the postseason, the team had more star power with big names like Carmelo Anthony, Amar Stoudemire, Rasheed Wallace, J.R. Smith, Tyson Chandler, with backup experienced players like Marcus Camby and Jason Kidd. This year, however, the Knicks managed to clinch the playoffs with less prestigious names but with excellent team defense and a tough mentality. The person in charge of instilling this new set of values into the team is the 2010-2011 NBA Coach of the Year, Tom Thibodeau. Projected to be the 14th seed of the Eastern Conference, the New York Knicks ended the season with style as the 4th seed in the East. Everyone doubted them throughout the entire season and waited for them to fail and turn back to the old losing Knicks. But that didn't happen. Instead, with several impressive winning streaks, New York proved everyone wrong. How did they manage to make such a big jump in just 1 year? We'll see in the minutes to come. One thing's for sure, if you want to enter the playoffs, call Tom Thibodeau. As a coach, Thibodeau led all the teams he was working with to the playoffs, even the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's known as an old-school coach who demands hard work, dedication, playing hard on both ends, and discipline. He likes to play his top players for most of the game. Thibodeau thinks that although the game changes and evolves, the most critical things for winning are permanent.
The big thing is, you always want to learn and grow and challenge yourself. And the NBA game is always changing. It never stays the same. It's in the 90s it was played one way, the early 2000s played another way. It's always evolving. But the things that go into winning, that always stays the same. The hard work, the discipline, the playing together, making a commitment, sacrificing for the team, being strong on both ends of the floor, that stays the same.
Starting with fundamentals. Tom Thibodeau scanned the situation and saw what kind of group he's dealing with and what are the things that he needs to implement with these guys if they want to start winning.
I think, initially just looking at the players that we had, I knew we'd have to first make a commitment to play for each other, to work hard, and to play smart and to build the right habits.
He's known for his disciplined style of play, but he also evolved as the game evolved. One of his most favorite players and the player who's played in every franchise coached by Thibodeau, Derrick Rose gives his view of Thibodeau's coaching evolution. It shows that he's improved as a coach. He's already a great coach, but every year he's improving and adjusting. That's a big difference that I see with him this year. He's giving guys more freedom to go out there and play the way they want. He's being positive on the court. According to Rose, Thibodeau managed to give guys freedom but keep the discipline in defense as the Knicks ended this season 4th in the defensive rating and are keeping their opponents on 104.7 points per game, which is the lowest in the league. Great job for Coach Thibodeau as the Knicks ended as 23rd in defensive rating just the year before. And that's a pretty big jump because the Knicks didn't change their squad that much. Julius Randle and RJ Barrett were regular starters last season. Elfrid Payton and Reggie Bullock also started in many games last season. In addition, they had Mitchell Robinson, a young talented center averaging 2 blocks and 7 rebounds last year, but he didn't play half of the season due to injuries. What changed? What led to their jump from 12th to 4th seed in just 1 year? Well, along with Tom Thibodeau, Julius Randle is one of the most significant factors in this year's success. Most of the basketball world agrees. Julius Randle is the most improved player this season, and he's playing on an MVP level. He's praised by the media, players, and legends. And one of them is Charles Oakley, who gave some serious compliments to Randle and his game. I think Randle is a better version of Zion. Well, we know Oakley is not a big fan of Zion, but still. Randle made a big step from last season. For sure, it helped that the Knicks weren't in the bubble last year. He had a lot of time to prepare, and it seems that Randle spent his time wisely. His 3-point percentage radically improved. From shooting 27% last season, he's on 41% this year. He's also taking 2 more threes per game than last year. Also, Randle's decision-making abilities improved. He shares the ball more, which wasn't the case in the years before. He's averaging 6 assists this season, which is by far the most in his career, and he's improved his jump shot. Between the seasons, Randle was working on his fitness to be in the best shape the whole year. He's averaging 37.6 minutes throughout the season and has missed only 1 game. Randle is definitely the example for other guys in this team and a leader, but he puts the group first and praises this team and their mentality.
Just a resilient group. That's who we've been all year. Just battling through adversity, whatever the season throws at us, injuries, tough schedule, road trip, whatever it is. We find a way to fight through all year. That's who we've been.
The Knicks finally have an identity this year, and that's something that they didn't have the last couple of years. Just like their best player said, they are a group. And what about the second most important player on this team, RJ Barrett? RJ is playing his second NBA season, and improvements from last year are visible. He's got more confidence under coach Thibodeau, who's playing him 34.9 minutes a game. Barrett's defensive effort was on point throughout the whole season. If he continues to work hard, he could quickly become an elite defender. Barrett's second year also showed improvements in points, assists, rebounds, field goal percentage, and 3-point percentage. It seems that Barrett is finally showing his potential and becoming what everyone expected him to be when he entered the league. Tom Thibodeau found a way to reach RJ and help him improve his game. And it seems that the relationship between the two is perfect.
Great coach, great person overall, very smart basketball mind. He's also really funny. He's a really great coach to be around. He knows the game. He'll really challenge you. I really like Tibbs. A lot.
Besides getting the best out of his 2 best players, Thibodeau managed to lift the rest of the group as well. Reggie Bullock and Elfrid Payton also improved their game compared to last year. In addition, Nerlens Noel is playing a decent role and gave the team what they wanted from him. And Thibodeau got Derrick Rose to the Knicks. With Rose coming off the bench, the Knicks have depth, security, and a reliable player with experience who knows how to call the right moves. Coming off the bench, Rose is averaging 15 points, 3 rebounds, 4.2 assists, while shooting 48.7% from the field and 41.1% from the 3-point line. Tom managed to get what he wants from these guys, but most importantly, it seems the group has meshed well together and created the much-needed chemistry. They're playing hard, team ball, being disciplined on defense, and that is all Tom Thibodeau's impact. They've managed to become a team. Their success is not based on having a true superstar with flashy offensive moves. Instead, their success came from hard work and discipline. Tom Thibodeau instilled his ideas into this group and they've accepted them. They like their coach and his coaching style. The New York Knicks beat all the odds this season, and they should enjoy every next playoff game and have fun. However, despite being underdogs, this team looks like they won't be satisfied with fun only and will give it their all to stay in the race for the championship. They're facing Atlanta in the first round, and they will definitely have a say in that series. If the Knicks manage to go through the first round, they will be underdogs as they proceed through the playoffs, but this team is thriving on being the underdog this year. Their chances for making a deep playoff run are slim, but one thing's for sure, they will leave their heart and soul on the court. What do you think? How deep can the Knicks go into the playoffs? Can they pass and beat the Hawks? Let us know what you think in the comment section below.